Hey, I'm Shannon Pickard, America's most requested young speaker and author of The Choice is Yours and the Bully-Free Zone Education Empowerment Seminars. There are education teams in schools all over the country finally putting an end to bullying once and for all. It's gotten really bad. There are kids that are just afraid to go to school. There are parents asking piercing questions that demand answers, and educators simply aren't being able to answer them. I was on a panel recently of a parent involvement evening where there were parents and students in the audience asking questions to about 9 panelists of experts in this industry, child development, psychology, and counseling, and things like that. And some of the parents had some really good questions. A couple of the questions were, how can my daughter come to school and focus on her education and get her education if she's got this group of girls that's messing with her every single day? And one of the dads stood up on behalf of his son and he said, you know what? If my son fights back, he's the one that gets suspended. Now you tell me how that's right. Okay, it's a tough question. Put everybody on the spot that they pretty much needed to answer right then to give these people some hope that there is something that can be done. A lot of the parents were expressing their frustration by saying, I've gone to the principals, I've gone to the teachers, I've gone to all these folks and nothing is being done about it. What can we do? And this panel of experts, basically the bottom line, their answer to all of these questions were, we'll look into it for you. We'll have somebody watch this person and somebody else try this, and basically we'll look into it for you. What kind of power does that give the victim who's being bullied? That is still saying to the victim, you know what, you just need to hang on, sit tight, and wait for the world around you to change. We've got to give these folks a better answer. And finally, there is a solution. It's a powerful answer to all of these really, really tough questions, because what suffers is education, and I'm on a mission to change that. Here's what some other people are saying about this. Thanks for leading our conference. You were a huge success. Texas Education Agency. Shannon brings love, life, enthusiasm, and exuberance through turned-on energy to his audience. Mark Victor Hansen, co-creator of Chicken Soup for the Soul. Shannon was amazing. Made my day, made my life. I want to see him again and again. That's a student from Cy-Fair ISD. You made an immeasurable difference in the East Texas area. This exceeded my every expectation. Thank you, Shannon. That's from a friend of mine, Brenda Buck, Partners in Prevention, Longview, Texas. We've done a lot of work together. Our teachers all thought it was great, and of course the PTO thought it was awesome. Another great colleague of mine I've now gotten to know really well. Liz Rodriguez is head of the PTO from Fort Bend County. Okay, all those people have had me come out and speak at their event at one time or another. But did you know that there is an opportunity for your teachers to attend one event and learn how to end the issue of bullying at your school once and for all? There are hundreds of schools around the country that are implementing this, and it works. It works so well, and I've been asked about it so much that I'm hosting a live event where administrators and teachers and really anybody in education can come and in just one day learn how to answer those really, really tough questions. Learn how to eliminate bullies forever. And most importantly, learn how to empower the victim to crush bullying before it gets out of hand. You know, when I was a kid, I went through many years of being picked on, pushed down, tore down, and beat down. I was bullied, mostly for being overweight. And those insecurities and those ugly words stick with me to this day. When you're bullied as a kid, that stuff stays with you for the rest of your life. And if not stopped, it can lead to total destruction. I know because I went through it. But I found a way out. I found something I could stand on instead of always getting knocked down. But several of my friends didn't. By the time I graduated high school in my tiny little East Texas town, I couldn't even count on one hand how many friends of mine had lost their lives. I never got over that stuff. And as I got older and chose a career of comedy and performing, I just always had a burden for young people that just was always in my heart. So I decided to put those two things together, comedy and a powerful message. And in 14 years of presenting to educators and students, I have received thousands of letters of significant impact. Lives totally changed and solutions reached. It's been in such demand that I've presented over 200 events each year for the last 10 years. But nothing has been as impactful as my live one-day bully-free zone education empowerment seminars. Imagine starting this year off with a whole new cleaned up campus, having everyone from the administrators to the teachers to the SROs to the cafeteria workers all the way to the custodial staff, oh, and of course the parents, all working together and all on the same page, relieved and excited to finally have these tough questions answered and this dark cloud lifted. Having everyone working together to free up these young minds to have the best learning environment you've ever had. Okay, so what all are you going to learn at this event? Let me grab my presentation so I can go over some of the finer points, okay? In the morning session, I'm going to show you exactly what to say to parents so that they know that their child is well taken care of and they have peace of mind that education, not fear, is what is being instilled in them while they're at your school. I'm going to give you the most powerful tool you can use for victim empowerment. Okay, that is when you give the victim of bullying some power so they can stand up without being violent, so they can stop the effects of bullying instantly. And I'm going to teach you how to teach this to your entire staff once you get back at your school. All right? In session 2, I'm going to show whatever team you send, I'm going to teach them how they can not only get everybody at your campus involved, but get everybody excited about turning your campus, your entire campus, into a bully-free zone to create a non-threatening, peaceful environment in which to learn and excel. You're going to see better grades, better attendance, and more respect. And when you see those things taken off at your school is going to see more money. It's a win-win situation for everybody. The last session is my favorite session. It's called Solution Central. I have traveled all over the country listening to schools talk about their biggest issues with bullying, but I've also picked up on the best solutions, okay? So I've taken the best of the best and compiled them into one jam-packed Solution Central session so that your team leaves armed, not with just a bunch of psychological theories that might work, but tried and true practical solutions that have been proven to work to end this problem of bullying in your school immediately, so that you can have the best year you've ever had. Everything that I'm going to teach you has taken me years of experience to learn, thousands of miles traveled, and countless hours of research and counseling. If you were to send a team of 10 to 12 people to acquire this information the same way I have, it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I'm breaking it down for you in one fun-filled, exciting, impactful day for just $100 per teacher or staff member that you send. Plus, not only do you get to hear from me, you're also going to get to hear from district and region coordinators, ensuring you that not only are these initiatives supported, they're also helped carried out by the districts and the regions, so that you know that your school does not stand alone in solving this problem. All of my education empowerment seminars are sponsored at least by one school and at least by one district, and a lot of times by the education service centers too. Plus, as a special bonus, I'm including a session from my Teacher Recharge program and my most popular program for educators, Pop Culture Classroom Connection. So that the team that you send, they are going to leave this event fired up on the greatest profession anyone can choose to be in. They're going to learn how to connect with any student on any level at any time. That right there is worth the price of admission. Look, this isn't just a good video that I put together to try to sell ticket prices to an event that doesn't deliver. This is a serious problem facing not only our schools, but our country, and I am on a mission to change that. I know that the group you send is going to absolutely love the seminar, come away with tools and resources that can change your campus. But if your group comes and they don't think this is one of the best events they've ever attended, just turn in your materials and I'll refund your whole registration price. But don't wait, the end of the school year is quickly approaching, time is running out. Plus, we have limited seating, so we can only accommodate a certain amount of people. So register now. The only way that we can make a significant dent in this and end the issue of bullying is if we get as many schools and educators to implement this as possible. So I'll give you another bonus. All right? If you get 9 people to come to this event, you sign up 9 of your team, the 10th person is absolutely free. Plus, I will give you an in-kind match letter for your school so that you receive more funding in the future. I promise you, this is one of the best events you could ever send your teachers to. They are going to come back fired up. So all you have to do is click the button below. So register now, click the button below, and I'll see you on the other side.